Were you able to get all the Galaxy's Edge releases from Target you wanted yesterday?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Guess whose fault it is?
Snuffy, Al, Leo,
No, guess again.
Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Bony Bob, Cliff.
No, you're way off.
Bye.
Surprisingly, no.
Look, we all know who is at fault here.
It's 1000% Hasbro's fault. And maybe about 10% Target's.
Obviously.
And I was just gonna make this part of a toy hunt video, but too much happened.
What happened?
Well, how about almost coming to blows over one of the figures?
You're serious?
Yeah, man.
A story like that's gotta be true.
All this and more, right here, right now. Welcome to CKC, I'm Matt, and if you like Star Wars and Star Wars collecting, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, like this video, and
Hold on to your butts.
So, as you probably know, Target is now the exclusive dealer of Disney's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merchandise, and everything was released yesterday, the 30th. So naturally, just as any of you, I was excited about the new figures. Kind of. Yakface had leaked this information a while ago, and it was recently confirmed by Hasbro and Target. But some of this was a disaster, just like always when dealing with Hasbro. So there was 4 new Black Series figures that were released. We have a new Hondo Ohnaka, DJ Rex the Droid, the Mountain Trooper, and my favorite, the highly anticipated Captain Cardinal, who finally got his release in Black Series form. If you watch my vids, you know how badly I've been waiting for Captain Cardinal. A few of these figures have already been available at Galaxy's Edge in a 3-pack, but this is the first time you could get them individually. There was a ton of other Galaxy's Edge items that were released. I think it was over 100, including Pops, Droid Depot stuff, stuffed animals, and sheets. Most of that crap you can do on your own time. But the new Black Series figures, they have a new box, which is actually pretty cool. So at midnight, doing what I usually do, I was watching a horror movie, Us this time, and I tried to see if you could order the figures online to make my life so much easier as not having to go to Target at opening. But between 12 and 12:10, there was nothing available. And when I woke up at 6:45, it didn't work either, but a couple of the listings looked like they were available at some point that morning, and I had just missed them. And no one at Target that morning was able to order any as well. So it turns out the Black Series figures were available that morning at around 2 or 3 a.m., but I never saw any announcement. When the hell was that announced? I never saw it. You would think it would be heavily broadcasted, right? I mean, I'm not a fringe collector or something. I don't know if you noticed, I'm pretty deep in the game, and I never heard the announcement. And what's up with the starting time at 2 or 3 a.m.? What kind of a weird-ass time is that? Why not choose a normal, regular time, like midnight, like everyone else? Force Fridays are midnight? I just assumed midnight with no announcement. That's how common it is. I just figured if they were going to be available, it would be at midnight. Jesus Christ. But apparently most of them sold out in minutes or even seconds. So another win for the bots and the scalpers. Hooray! So I went there that morning and I did not anticipate a line. Check out the line. There are more people in line for these figures and these releases than were in line for Force Friday. Force Friday, there was like 5 people, and one of them wasn't even in line for figures. He needed like a shovel or something. So I got there at like 7:58, and I was like, people are here waiting to get Captain Cardinal? Because I was thinking, nobody's gonna be in line waiting to get Captain Cardinal. But obviously, I was wrong. First of all, I want to point out that I've never had a problem at any of these things before. I've never even seen a problem at one of these things before. And if you don't want to hear about this, and you just want to hear more about the Galaxy's Edge stuff, then you can skip to 5:32. I mean, I'm not a violent person, unless somebody tries to bring it to me. So the door opens, everyone rushes in, one guy ran. When we get there, there's a display with some Star Wars stuff. I was a few seconds late compared to everyone else because I was at the end of the line, and there was one Black Series figure still on a peg. I reach for it, I grab it, I have it in my hand. Another guy reaches for it, he grabs it, we both have it in our hands. I'm holding it, we are both holding it at this point, actually. But if the situation was the type where the guy was nice about it, I would have just given it to him. But instead, he tried to rip it out of my hands aggressively. But I get it. We woke up early because we wanted them, we stood in line, the adrenaline is rushing. I get it. But at that point, I'm not letting go. You're not gonna rip it out of my hand. You're gonna have to tear it out of my cold, lifeless fingers. And I'm sure he felt the same. I'm not pointing blame here, but it was at the point where it was past action figures. It was another man trying to take what's yours. And if you had one hair on your nuts, you're not going to let that happen. So it got heated, and we destroyed the box for the figure. It was mangled. And only God knows what would have happened until this employee broke it up. And it was a Captain Cardinal figure of all figures. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm not going back to jail for a Captain Cardinal figure. I'll tell you that. And I was so embarrassed at that point because I knew the employee and I felt bad. He had once commented on one of my Instagram posts of a Target Star Wars section, and he said, hey, that's my Target. So I saw his profile pic. The next day or so, I recognized him in Target. I said hello, and I think that day I ended up selling him a vintage collection Jabba's Palace playset for $13 because I just bought 2 on clearance at Walmart. And since then, we've been friendly. You hear that, action figure Gestapo? How do you feel about that? I bought 2. So there's another reason why I buy more than one sometimes. So Fight Guy, if you're watching, let me know, so we can have a laugh about it now. I apologize. I hope you found all the figures you were looking for. But outside, I also meant a commenter on one of my videos, Joey, and we're friendly now. What's up, bud? And I also met Drake, who I talked to in a different Target Star Wars section for a while. If you're watching, let me know, bro. But this brings me to why this is Hasbro's fault. You have these big planned events like this with anticipated releases. I mean, Captain Cardinal in Black Series. It should be a national holiday, but you gotta send more figures for something like this. How could you possibly think that 2 Hondos and 2 Mountain Troopers would be enough? That is ludicrous. And 2 DJs, I think. And I think they had 4 Captain Cardinals. Captain Cardinal they had the most of, for Christ's sakes. How is that even possible? If there were enough figures, there would have never been an altercation. So I went to 4 Targets that day, and it seems that all those Targets got between 2 and 4 of all the figures, if they got any. Hey Hasbro, here's a tip for you. 0 to 4 is not enough. All that does is help out scalpers. That's all you're doing. You're making scalpers money. Star Wars figure collecting and action figure collecting in general is progressively on the rise. There are more and more people every day. It might be as popular as it's ever been. You have to wait until you've at least manufactured double as many as you did for this release to actually release the figures. And what's even more frustrating is that these figures look amazing. Look at the detail on these figures, both of them. I was able to pick up the Rex and the Hondo, and they look great. It's a shame that there weren't more for more people to enjoy. I think these 2 are definitely 2 of Hasbro's better figures. Right now, this is a scalper's dream. I went to 4 Targets and couldn't find all the figures that I wanted, which was only 3 of the 4. Could not find the Mountain Trooper. And I even did well compared to some other collectors. Some people didn't find anything. And some people ordered at 2 or 3 a.m. to pick up their figure in the store, only to have that canceled a few hours later. And then to go to the store and find nothing. What's it gonna take for you to learn, Hasbro? And what didn't show up, and what I'm pretty sure wasn't supposed to show up, was the TVC Falcon, which Hasbro just keeps making horrible decisions about. Collectors have been begging for a Millennium Falcon for years. Years, for real. Over 10 years, actually, now that I think about it. I think it's over 10 years. Hasbro, you finally make one, and not only do you charge a fortune for it, you make it an exclusive. And not even exclusive, like a super exclusive. The price is outrageous. $400. Does it really fly? That's insane. And I know the Legacy Collection one goes for almost a G. That's why the price of this one is so high. They're price gouging us. They know people will pay it because of what people will pay for the Legacy Collection one. The pre-order sold out instantly. And that's my next point. This thing should be available everywhere. If you're gonna price gouge us the equivalent of a 4-day cruise, I better be able to find this easily. Nope. Not only is it an exclusive, it's a super exclusive, meaning you can only get it online. If things have changed since it was announced that it would only be available online, then that's great. But the last I heard, only available online. I'm just tired of these terrible decisions. You know what else would be great after an event like this, Hasbro? After you only give us like 2 figures per target of something that everyone wants, that you actually let us know when more are coming. So you don't have to just keep checking Target and BrickSeek and stopping by Targets trying to find it randomly. You know about when it's coming. That would be awesome. What do you guys think about this? How was your Galaxy's Edge day? What did you find at Target, if anything? How did your experience go? Did you have any trouble finding anything? Were you able to order online? Let me know what happened. I need other people's opinion on this. But thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And happy hunting out there, if you can even find what you're looking for.